Hello everyone, welcome back for another video tutorials. In the previous video tutorials, I showed you how to um, make the action call for another mutations that add the food into the basket. Now, my intention here is for this video tutorial, I like to be able to click over this button here and it's going to show me another page with the order detail, okay, and the total as well. We're gonna go from scratch, see if we can make this happen. All right. So the first step is we're gonna have to fix our logic here as well, because whenever you add the same food, click here, it's going to not create the new object. So as you can see now, it's create the new objects, which is what we want. And this is what is happened right now. But if I click this again, it's going to make a new object, which is not what we want. We want it to be on the same order, but change the value of the quantity, okay? Increment the value. So in this case, what we want to do is we're gonna make logic a little bit different. So we're gonna need to check first. So once we have food, we say, hey, stage dot basket, okay. Okay, let me stop this as well because it's gonna be wrong modification here. Food, I'd like you to filter, okay, and then filter the objects by if return o dot name equal to food dot name. This is to say that I want you to find me for the objects in the basket here that have the same names, okay. If you have one of this, so we say for found. If we found it, then what we want to see if found is not null, okay, and found dot length is equal to 0, because when it's found out for this, it's going to put this as the basket, as the collections, even though it's just finding just a single output, okay. It's put this into the array. So this is how. And what we want is we would like to, if this is the case, okay, imagine that you add we already have initially this in the order. When people click on this food, it's supposed to not create the new object like this, but increment the QTY by 1, so it's become 3. So we have to find this out and then change this quantity by 1. So if that's the case, we just say, hey, if that's the case, food 0 dot QTY, I want you to increment the value by 1, like this, okay. Now if this is not the case, so if they cannot find it, imagine that you click over food 2. Initially we have food 1 in the basket. If people click on food 2, it's not there yet. So if this is not there yet, that means they cannot find it from here. So it's gonna come to L, and we just have to perform this right here, okay. We say, oh, we could not find that food in the order, food name, so allow me to create the new objects, okay, and then put it into the basket like this. All right, so that is one part that we fixed the logic. Now we're gonna need to implement another components. So you can go ahead and in your playground, you can simply use add files and then put v, okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing for local developments here. So I'm gonna say components, new file, and then put checkout.v. Now for my checkout, I'm gonna need to have just like this. So I need to have section of template. So template. How about this? I can copy it from here if I create it in the playground. So I can create new v and say check out. Now I can copy this directly. So copy it, Control C, and can put it right here. Okay, so for the template, it's going to be a page. So let's put page, and we have action bar, title equal to checkout, and we're gonna have stack layout. Okay, what else? Now this is what I want to do whenever user click over this button here. So I'm gonna have to register for the tab. So tab equal to open checkout. Okay, now we implement this function here, open checkout, and it's going to open checkout page. How to do this? Well, first you have to import checkout from. Okay, so it's going to be / and then checkout. Its file is located in the same folder, so that's why when you say / it is inside this folder. Now you can simply say this $$ navigate to, and then put checkout as the input. Now to test our concept here, I like to rerun this to show you the results that we can navigate to the second page. And for the second page, we're gonna just introduce the list views that show food name, price, QTYs, and the total for each item. So go ahead, and I think I might be able to duplicate this. So this is going to be my header row for checkout. So let me put it here. I think the first one is price. This is going to be QTYs, and you also need another label here for total for this sub item. So we're gonna need 100, 100, and this is going to be at the fourth column again. Okay, let me show you real quick. This is my header row here. Header row have 4 different columns. Each one have 100 pixel. Okay, the height of the row is 50, and it's located in different column. All right, now I can see if I can make this navigate to the second view. As you can see, now I can show you the header part of it. Now inside this detail, I want to show that whenever user click, okay, click, and it should show how many of them. Now it doesn't show anything. Now let's make it happen. All right, so I'm gonna need to accompany list view. Okay, and for the list view, I should have the template. Okay, and inside the template is going to be this grid view again. All right, and this grid view is going to show that this is the for loop of the item in basket, but not just the basket, because basket is stored in the central store. So we have to refer to store.stage.basket. Okay, what else? Now let me rerun this. And also we have to do data binding here. So it's going to be colon, it's going to be item.name, item.price, and item.qty. Now for the total, it's going to be equal to item.price multiplied by item.qty. Okay, and we also need to have the height of list view, let's say 500. Okay, now let me click over here. As you can see now that our order now have food 1, price 10, quantity 2, and total 20. Now if I go back and click one more and click over here, as you can see now the quantity becomes 3. If I add food number 2 for 3 times, 1, 2, 3. As you can see now that it show me 3 as well, but the problem is that it does not update this one still equal to 1, right? Which is wrong. So if I look at hello world, this is supposed to give me the 1. Now to fix this, so we have to introduce what we call computed property. So let me go ahead and introduce another sections. This is method sections. Let's put computed, and then the property names as total products. Okay, it's the functions that return this dot store dot stage dot basket dot length, for example, and we can use this reference total products right here. So it's going to be total products. Save for it. Now if I click, now if I go here, as you can see, it shows the update. Okay, let's go from scratch to see if this is working. Let me refresh it one more time. Save it. Actually show this, okay, to us, but I also wanted to show total right here as well. Okay, now if I go to implement that total, see if I can make it happen. Total should be summation of the total of this. Okay, so in the second component checkout here, second page, I can introduce the sections called computed, and I can say grand total, and to find out for this I can use the for loop. So say total total equal to 0 at the beginning, and do the for loop while I equal to 0, I less than this dot store dot stage dot basket dot length I plus plus. You know what I mean, this is going to be a little bit long, so how about if I say basket equal to this, then I can reference it this way. Okay, and now I can make summations. So total plus equal to basket add I dot price multiplied by basket I dot qty, like this. And then once you have total, you just have to return. You know, I think I just put G to make it a little bit different. And once you have grand total, what you can do is you can go ahead and put a label here. Well, how about if I put another grid view here? So it's going to be the grid view that contain just like this. So grid views that the contents will be nothing for the first one, nothing for the second one. This is going to be grand total, and this is going to be equal to grand total. Now you might wonder how come grand total is coming from. I just created the computed property here, okay, called grand total. It's just like a function, and these functions it's take finding the total from this central store, okay, and return the value. Anytime this structure got changed, got the new one, this property will be re-evaluated automatically, and that will be updated right here. Okay, now let me try to see if this is working. So let me put add here. Now it's still one because we have food one, right? So add is going to show. Okay, I think I have some error in my code. Let me fix this first. They say total is not defined. Total is not defined. Oh, supposed to be G total already. I changed this to be G total. Okay. Right. One more time. Okay, now I click over here. As you can see, it shows grand total, but it doesn't show the list view because let me check for this. For checkout, I have this one's supposed to be after the list view. Okay, so that's the one. Save it. I might have to change something to make it. I think it's already disconnected somehow. Let me rerun this. Okay, now simply we just added this. This is the list view. I added the teller part that show grand total. Now the value of the grand total is coming from computed properties. Computed property is the sections that allow us to create dynamic functions that will be called whenever one of these variable is changed. Okay, so that's the good thing about reactive programming. So now if you look at this, I click on it, I go over here, as you can see that the grand total is equal to 30 like this, okay, which is correct. Now if I come back and click over here, you can see that now the number is become 2 because we have two products. So if you click over here, it's have quantity equal to 1 and total summation is equal to 50. If I click again over here, it should show 2 quantity. If I 2 more click, 1, 2, this one should become 4 and this one update automatically and I got the grand total as well. Okay, now in the previous example you can see that without using computed properties to find out about, okay, let me show you here. This is checkout. So let's talk about hello world here. Okay, so at the beginnings I show you by using store data directly. You can see that it doesn't make any update automatically for you. So that's why I have to wrap that into computed properties and then introduce the variable, I would say another properties, okay, as the functions. And as you can see now that it's returned this one, and this guy got updated every time the structure of this has changed. And that's why whenever you click over here, it's changed the structure of the basket, and this function got evaluated again, and this one got updated again as well, like this. If I click over here, it's become 3. Okay, at the beginning I directly use store status basket right here and it doesn't update. Okay, so computed property is really powerful in this case. I do the same thing for computed properties for the second component here. For this, I introduce grand total. Okay, grand total will be updated. Okay, anytime, whenever this variable got changes. Okay, that's the good thing about it. And as you can see now, I can go back and forth and I can preserve the central data stage. So unlike in the previous 2-3 lectures that when you want to do this, you have to pass data between pages. Now you store the data in the central and you can manage from there. So that's the good thing about this. And I think this pretty much closing our study about how to use central data management for a tiny application that show you how to add this into basket. Okay, for the assignments, you might want to put minus to decrease the value of the quantity by 1. See if you can make this happen. All right, you have 1 week to submit this assignment. Thank you.